need to explain A first before I give you time to do B, C, and D. Okay.
All right.
Listen here carefully. Hello. I said listen means you look. I walk around the class. I'm very sad. Okay. For the first question. Okay. For first question, part A, you need to have this. I'm not going to write in red. Red is fear. So I'm going to write in blue. The formula that you need to know, if I have a number divided by another number times by a function, like that. I told you already, you have to separate the number and this function you bring up is power -1. Did I say that? How many of you didn't do like that? You ask yourself. So that means my e over 5. Then this is x to the power -4. I have to write it like that. Then I apply simple rule. Okay. Like for this 3, I can straight away put it -3x. I don't have to put it power -1 and do again. Too many steps already. Am I right? And for ln, you have to know that if I have ln fx to the power of n, I must bring the n up first before I differentiate. Am I right? I have to apply this formula. So this question I test you on, do you know how to change in this way? And I test you on 3 simple rules. One is the power term rule. The other one is the exponential rule term. The other one is the natural log term. So now, after you have changed it properly, then you start to differentiate. Do you get me? Okay. Allow me to explain part B first, then I will let you do, then I will do the whole thing. Okay, part B, ln A is a number. So that means it's a constant. That's why I said you can use chain rule. Part C, pi is a constant. So I convert this to a number multiplied by 1 minus x to the power of -1. Get it? Okay. If you want to use products rule, you must change it to 1. Products of 2 terms. So e to the power x times e to the power of 2x is e to the power of 3x. Then only you apply your products rule. Whenever you see ln, you have to apply this formula before you do any differentiation. Are you clear? So that is what you should do for part E. Then I think you have to use products rule. So for part F, no choice is a quotient rule. Got me? So can you please now try? Then I will go through each question with you step by step. You give yourself chance to learn how to apply the rule first. Okay? So now is, so by 2:26, I will start to do discussion of every single question.
Recording in progress.
Yeah? Just now I got record. Am I make sure. Okay, so if we want to find, that is how we do. We got our gradient function already. This is the gradient of tangent, correct? So I will say that when x equal to 2, okay, so the gradient will be equal to ln 2 plus 1. Okay, then when x equal to 2, I have to know a point, the y coordinate. So it will be 2 ln 2, correct? I put into here. So I have the gradient, have the point. So I sub into y equal to mx plus c to get the c. So y, that is 2 ln 2 equal to, the gradient is ln 2 plus 1 and the x is 2 plus c. So from here, I expand, I should be able to find the c. Left hand side got 2 ln 2, right hand side got 2 ln 2, correct? So balance up, take away, no more. So the 2 bring over to the other side, your c is negative 2. So therefore, equation of tangent is y equal to, the gradient is ln 2 plus 1 times by the x plus the c is negative 2 for this case. Done. So anyone got any other formula that you can get this straight away, go ahead. Yeah. Okay. So last part. I have to do it in 2 minutes. Okay, last part will be the quotient rule. Correct? So y equal to e to the power x over square root means power half. So the top is your u, the bottom is your v. Okay, start now. Write down properly u and your v. Try not to copy from your previous note. Understand? Memorize it, then try to do it. Like that, you only can improve. If not, you can't. Copy is no thinking. That's why you find it hard. So if I write e to the power x, can or not? Can, because the derivative of x is 1. Okay, so but you have to remind yourself that you have to times with the rate of change of the power. Okay, v prime equal to, multiply by the power, copy down the whole thing, power take away 1. Time by the rate of change of negative x is negative 1. Okay, so therefore, your dy dx, yeah? So I told you already, I write it like that, I always go like that. From bottom, go up. So I give myself a visual so that when I substitute, I know what to do. So this is square root. And when you talk about quotient, always you have minus. And this is Okay, this one, if you want, you can write it as like that, so that it's easier for you to substitute. Are you clear? So I forgot to write down the step. You can do that first before you substitute, so that it's easier for you. It's more comfortable for you to look at it when it is by itself. Okay, then I have to divide by the bottom square. So this one multiply, you get 1. Yeah. So now, okay, you look at here, I have my common factor here. So you see how I simplify, huh? I take out my common factor, that is e to the power x, and divide by this thing. So I divide by 1 minus x. I write it separately. So then whatever on top, I write it over here. So this will be square root of 1 minus x. Minus times minus, I got plus. Okay, so you have 2 fractions here, correct? You want to make it to a single fraction. The denominator for this one is 1. So want to make it to a single fraction, you just cross, multiply, divide by whatever at the bottom. So that is how I remember. So it will be e to the power x over 1 minus x. So cross, root minus times root, you have 1 minus x plus 1, then divide by whatever at the bottom. So done. So you can simplify this as e to the power x. 2 plus 1 is 3 minus 2x. The whole thing divide by 1 minus x is at the bottom here, and 2 is at the bottom. Square root 1 minus x is at the bottom. So you write it this way, it's easier for you to simplify. So look, during the exam, if you don't know how to simplify, okay, you see simplify take a long time, correct? You only get 1 mark. So if you don't know how to simplify, correct, you just leave it here. I happily get my 2 marks. So I don't want to stretch myself to earn that 1 mark. In the exam, normal practice, you learn how to simplify. In the exam, if it's very complicated, you don't know how to simplify, just leave it. You just lose 1 mark. So in the exam, it's exactly like